You told me you were missing her. You can't miss what you never had. I said take a good look at her tonight and figure your heart out alright.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Gaggle Nerds podcast. I'm Kevin, and I'm with
Tom
Yes.
Fifield.
Yes, the owner of TNT Card and Hobby, as well as the State of the Game Store channel. Alright, so,
What are we talking about today?
Yeah, just ourselves in general, the store, and mostly about all of us, giving you more context and info basically on us, essentially. So, how's your week been?
My weeks are pretty good.
Pretty good.
We've done a lot of cool things in the store. We built some tables. We are doing some laser etching, and we're going to start trying to use that as a little side business to make game tables for everybody else that wants them with custom pieces of art in each one. So pretty good, I'd say.
Okay, good. Anything else eventful?
We had a really good Force of Will pre-release. People seemed to enjoy it, so that was very nice. So that was pretty eventful. And then I don't know if there was much more than that.
Okay, I'm curious. Do you, do you spend any other time outside of the store doing anything else?
Yes, I have a full-time job.
Yes, you do. Yes.
So I work, and then I work some more.
Do you have any free time to yourself?
There's that time where I sleep a little bit. That's wasted, really. I'm trying to be like you, you know? I don't need sleep. Like, I was just there, and then I had to sleep. It was horrible. I lost like 8 hours.
So you do nothing else besides, the store and your job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Is that ever stressful for you, or
I don't get stressed.
No, you don't get stressed.
No, I don't know how to get stressed.
What's your secret to that?
I don't care what people think of me at all.
I mean, that's good advice. That's good advice.
It probably starts from moving a lot.
Moving a lot?
Yeah. So like when I was younger, every year I went to a different school.
Ooh.
So it's pretty hard to make me mad.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be there in a year. I don't care what you think.
Right.
And we're not going to be friends.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, I can relate to that. When I was younger, before I moved to Medford, there was one year where I moved to 3 or 4 different schools within a year.
Oh, yeah.
And I would frequently move to different houses and apartments. And I actually never owned a home myself, with my family. But yeah, we would move all the time within the city. But all within like Minneapolis and Minnesota, weirdly enough. So I can relate to that.
It's pretty liberating though, because
it is.
it does not matter what people think.
Yeah, totally.
It really doesn't, because most of the time it doesn't matter how much a fool you make yourself. You're probably never going to meet those people again.
Yeah, sure,
Ever.
Sure.
And if you do, at least you made an impression. At least they remembered you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you do nothing, you do nothing.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I find it very liberating. And that's probably why I don't have stress as much. Just because...
No, that makes sense.
I guess my younger years would have been stressful, but I just dealt with it that way.
Yeah, I think because you dealt with stress, like, early on. And I think I relate to that, too. I think,
Yeah, so it doesn't matter if I do bad, or it doesn't matter if I... because, like, if you do something and you fail, you did more than the person that didn't try.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, totally. Wait, how long have you lived in Medford again?
Medford has been my longest stint. When I got...
Same.
What?
Same, like the longest stay?
Yeah.
For me as well.
Yeah. So when I moved out of my parents' house, I didn't like the idea of moving.
No?
No, I hated it, actually, because you could not set down roots.
Yeah.
So I decided that when I was going to move, I was going to stay at the same place. So I've been working at my other job for 21 years because I do not like any change at all.
Oh, wow.
Because I've had too much when I was younger. So
that makes sense.
And then,
I get that.
I see a lot of people, they get antsy and they got to move and they got to do this, they got to do that. But it's really funny because they always think grass is greener. And I'm like, there was a children's story about this. Did you not pay attention in kindergarten?
Yeah.
So then they move, and it's hilarious. Since I've been there 21 years, those people sometimes come back 3 times.
Wow.
And I'm all like, so moving was a good idea, huh? Because now you lost all your seniority, and you lost all the benefits you would be having.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, let's establish more, I guess, our roles within, I suppose. I'm part-time editor for the YouTube channel.
Yes, it's very amazing.
Yes, thank you. And I, in the future, hope to make more videos. For the channel as well. You're the main one running it, or all of it, essentially.
Yeah, I'm running it, but I'm smart enough to get other people to help me because I have a lot on my plate, and it's so nice to be able to give more content and just kind of have it show up.
Yeah.
Totally. It is very nice.
Yeah,
because it would be a ton of things to do. That full-time job, this full-time job, plus run a YouTube channel, and then it's a lot. But the reason the YouTube channel exists for the most place is because when I get old, because I'm already pretty old, I'm going to be able to take a look back on my life. Not in pictures, but in video.
Oh,
and that is going to be very cool.
That is
I'm going to see how much excitement I had.
Yeah.
And then if I lose that excitement, maybe I can go back and I can see what all started it, and then find that again. And that's kind of the whole goal of it, because it's very I've missed a lot, because we've already been doing this business for like 5 years. So I started up in a different place. I started up in Kobe. It was on 2nd Street. It was a old clinic that I bought. Clinics are made amazingly, by the way. I cut through some of the walls. Bad idea. They're strong.
Ooh, wow.
They got like rock board, and they got a whole bunch of fire retardant stuff. And then every bit of wiring goes through a conduit. And they don't tell you that they have a sink in every single room until you open the wall and you find all the plumbing. And you go, oh my, I've got a lot of work here.
Yeah, dang. Wow.
Because at that time we were expanding the room. I made 1 mega room. It was really nice.
Right, yeah. Dang.
But ultimately, it was in a bad location, and we had to move to a better location. That's why we chose Main Street, because it's got a lot more foot traffic. And it's been a great change.
Yeah. And the store was originally 1 building, right? And not this part.
Originally I didn't have this part over here.
Yeah.
But again, I accumulate way too much stuff. So you see this blank wall, this boring side over here? We plan to not have it so boring over here. But this is really the gaming side. I have 8 tables that are 4x3s. And then I have this large table, which is 4x8. And this is just to facilitate board games and card games, community and painting, and a whole bunch of great things that I just want to be involved in.
Yeah. I mean, me and friends use this main table all the time for like D&D. It's a great table, and you built them all yourself.
Yes, we built these all myself. I have a guy that gives me a ton of help. His name is Chevy, and without him, the game store wouldn't be the way it is. Yeah. Again, it's like really partnering with strong people because he's a very strong person in woodworking.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I want to ask about Chevy. I know he helps you out a lot.
Yeah. He just so starting the game store has been a great blessing. Without that, I wouldn't have met like really cool people. The one cool friend I had before him is Nicholas, but Chevy, when he came on, he just played Force of Will. Is the way I started knowing him.
Oh, okay.
And then from that, he had like a little wood shop. And then I was already dabbling a little bit of woodworking. I knew how to build stuff. I built walls. I've done a whole bunch of things for construction type of items. So for us to get together and then him actually just using most of the tools, I already have all the tools he has, plus a little bit more. So between all of us, we have double the tools, and we can get double the work done sometimes.
Oh, that's great.
That helps out a lot. And then he likes to play with the tools I buy, because I like to buy too expensive of toys sometimes. And they are toys, not tools, I guess, because a laser etcher is probably a toy. A 3D printer is probably a toy. But it's a toy that can make you money.
That's true. That's true.
And you just got to put the time and effort into like learning the programs and getting good at it and efficient.
Yeah.
So, and he's also very good with engines. So I had a couple jet skis that we set down for a while. And then they stole them from me. And then I got them back running. Oh. It was the best gift ever.
Wow, dang.
Yeah, no, it was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then we went jet skiing this year a little bit. I think I went like 3 times, and they went out a little bit more. And I'm like, keep my jet ski running, because that's what killed it in the first place, is not running it. Because I started running to the store, and then the jet skis sat for like 3 years unrunning, and that's what killed them and everything.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't leave stuff to sit.
Right.
So it was pretty great. So now, next year, we get to look forward to jet skiing and having a good time when I have a little bit of downtime. It doesn't happen very often, but there is times where we only work open 4 days a week here, and I leave Sundays open, and usually we'll pick a Sunday to do the fun event if I'm not dead tired and sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, which, based on all you do, yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah, so, play hard, work hard.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's something to look up to, I think. Yeah.
No, it's great. I mean, if you're not doing anything with your life, you're just not doing anything. You don't feel fulfilled either.
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing a ton of stuff, you don't have time to think how sad you are. Ever.
I mean, yeah.
It's pretty great. And then, when you do get those times and you look back on what you've done, you don't get to feel like, oh, man, I should have done this. Every time I look back on my life, there isn't any regrets. Like, I went after mostly everything I wanted to try.
Yeah.
I mean, I may not have succeeded at it, but at least I already knew.
Yeah, right. Right. That's
it's all like, if I did this, it would be a lot different. Well, if I did a lot of things, it would be a lot different. Like, maybe I wouldn't be here.
No, yeah, right.
If I didn't move around a whole bunch, maybe I would want to stay in a place.
Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, no, I agree. Like, sometimes, even the bad things that happen in life, they lead to sometimes good things.
They are good things.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how bad they are, usually. I mean, there are some horrible things, but there's 2 ways to deal with things. Sometimes people shell up.
Right.
And that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it's unhealthy.
Yeah. And that's why community and people are so important.
Really
because I tell you, if you are in your own mind, it's a scary place. You got to let that stuff out to other people so they can tell you, yeah, that's bad, and you should be that way.
Yeah, no, yeah. 100%. Wow, yeah. Yeah, no, okay. I got deep, but no, that's great. That's great.
It's a little deep, yeah.
No, but I think it's great.
It is how I think.
No, and I think that's great. I agree with you a lot at the most part. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because I think it's good advice. I think it's good words to live by.
That's how I live, so that's the advice I give.
Yeah. So. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. I was a little curious about. Yeah, I know you said the YouTube channel. You mentioned the reason why you're doing it.
Yeah, there's also the monetary reason for sure.
Monetary reason.
Because a game store is not the biggest moneymaker in the world. But I tell you, it's one of the best community growing areas. And at the end of your life, the money that you made is not going to matter as much as the people you met.
That is true.
So I'm rich in a very different way.
Yeah.
But I do have to support this place a lot.
Yeah.
But like that being said, so I told you about Chevy, right?
Uh-huh.
There's another guy. I was looking to do a driveway.
Oh, really?
And I needed a skidster because I own one of those because things are expensive.
Right. Yeah.
And he's all like, "I have a skidster." And
wait, what's a skidster?
A skidster? It's a big machine, pretty heavy, like a cat. It's got the bucket on the front. It can have forks on the front. It's like a multi-tool type of thing.
Okay.
So I use that. We opened up for a birthday party when we weren't doing birthday parties for him and his kid. And out of that, he was pretty grateful. He's like, "I can let you borrow my skidster." And I'm all like, "Sweet, I don't know how to drive it. I can teach you." Okay. I'm like, "Okay, awesome." So
great. Wow.
So he taught me how to do it for probably 15 minutes. And then I was up and doing it, and it was pretty awesome. And then I did a lot of work on the driveway. I got it done right before the snow hit. It was horribly timed. I couldn't even get gravel. I had to like call all over. Wow. I finally had someone that would drop a load for me.
Yeah.
And then we dropped it in there. I got that all finished, and then I had to borrow a skid steer a little back to move the dirt when summer came.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, so I mean, like that is pretty amazing. Right?
Yeah,
That comes back to community, and
Yeah.
and it's just really great. So.
Right. Okay. So, what are your future plans for the channel?
For the channel itself?
Yeah.
For the channel itself, we're going to be doing a lot of what we're doing for the video for what the store is going to do. Then we're going to do the Gaggle of Geeks. What we're doing? Oh, Gaggle of Nerds. Sorry, Gaggle of Nerds. We'll be doing that. And then if we see that the algorithm says that we should split those two channels, we will take those channels and we'll split them, because the way the YouTube algorithm works is sometimes if you have divided content, it looks at that saying, half your people don't like this. And I'm all like, I'm actually diverse.
Yeah.
They do not like diversity.
The algorithm's weird.
It is very weird.
People always complain about it, and
well, there's a good reason, because not every content that I'm putting out here is for everybody.
Yeah. Totally.
Right now, it's a throw things at a wall with a peanut butter jelly sandwich and see if it sticks.
Yeah. I mean, starting out is perfectly fine, right?
So if I see both channels are doing very well, I'd like to keep both of them. So we would actually split that into its own thing.
Yeah.
But we'd still keep the same Patreon and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would just be able to kind of hyper focus on that area.
Right.
And then another thing that we're going to be doing in the future is I'm going to be doing some live streams. Every day is the plan after work. It's not going to be a very long one. It's going to be called Quarter Play.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go talk to my arcade machines.
Mm.
And the rule is very simple. I have a quarter to play as far as I can get. And that's the rule, because you got to be good or you don't go very far.
How good are you?
Not very. It's going to be a process.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll get better.
Yeah, that's
kind of like a hard line right there. It's like permadeath.
No, yeah, wow.
So that should be a lot of fun. It should be pretty easy to do too.
Yeah,
because it's only going to be about an hour long.
Sure.
I'll do it live stream, so I got to get some things set up still. That's still in the future.
Yeah.
And I really want to be able to really talk to people. I want them to engage with me, why I played.
Yeah.
So I can answer things just there in the live stream.
Right.
It'd be pretty amazing. And I think before we actually started up for the whole Patreon thing, it'll definitely be something that's open to everybody. But after a while, if Patreon grows, it's going to be one of the benefits, the ability to talk directly to me or to Kevin, whoever shows up on it, because we can definitely change out who's playing the games and who you're talking to. Totally. So it'd be really cool to be able to talk to any one of us in the channel.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, and then also you get to see us really play bad games horribly.
Yeah.
So
okay, I was also thinking, like in the future, we could do live streams or that sort for maybe our D&D games.
Yes, that'd be really cool.
I
think you should like try to force your people into actually getting into character and staying in character.
Yeah,
and then like do it so it's like a really cool immersive game.
Yeah. Our party is chaotic.
Pretty chaotic. Yes.
Pretty chaotic.
Very.
Yes. I mean, honestly,
we got to tell them to stop dancing on tables. Only one of them.
Yeah.
You know who you are, and I'm not going to say.
I mean, they would probably know too. Like,
they do know, and even the person I'm talking about knows.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Okay. So. Right. Okay. So there's who else helps you with that?
My beautiful wife Tracy.
Yes.
She is amazing. She does a lot here.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing all this. I'm in front of the camera. I'm doing the YouTube channel, and she's the glue that keeps the store running. She's the one that you'll be talking to most of the time when you're buying stuff.
Yeah.
She's also the one that you go through when you want to order things, and she takes care of all my paperwork and everything else. And she's the rock of this place.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Is there any stories you could tell about the store? Like in the store, like any events you think that are noteworthy that you think you'll remember for a while?
That are noteworthy.
Yeah, like anything chaotic happened, especially, or
I got stories, but they're more negative.
they're more negative.
I mean, I don't like really sharing those.
Yeah, which is fair.
Because it's just the things that really get to me is when you try really hard to do something great, and then you have that one person that that hurts me like emotionally a lot.
I mean,
so
yeah, imagine.
so like usually I try to build this great space, and then something happens, and then, then I'm all like, "But I've done this for you. Why would you do this?"
Yeah.
But the most noteworthy things, I think I've already explained, the friends.
Yeah.
You know, meeting the person, the nice skidster that I got to borrow. Those things were pretty amazing. Meeting you was pretty amazing. Like when you first came in to write an article, I was like, "Oh my God, thank you you so much for writing the article."
Yeah.
I was like, it was that article means a ton to me. We have that even hanging up here because it's so much. And then I had to write a next article for myself. I don't like that article because that wasn't an article that was what's the word I'm looking for? Organic. That's machined article. I don't like machined articles, but you almost have to do a machined article to get your name out.
Yeah.
So I like that article that came out of nowhere.
Right.
You know, that was one of the best articles, just because it is an article that's not an article that I had to produce.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
no, I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk a little bit about the Patreon.
Oh yes, the Patreon. So it started up a little while ago when we started the channel.
Yeah.
And the Patreon, the main goal is to try to pay for the editor and the videos and help subsidize a little bit of the store instead of me having to subsidize it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a way of getting in contact with us, staying in contact with us. And then we have 4 different tiers on it. The first tier is the $1 tier, of course, and that's just the no benefits except for you don't have to feel guilty about your not using the ad blocker.
Right.
Next tier is the tier that lets you vote on anything. So when we do our polls and everything, that's a $3 tier.
Yeah.
That lets you vote on anything that we're going to do. We want to do some like meme things, and then like choose the best meme, and then if whoever comes up with the best meme, because the coming up with the meme is going to be for channel wide, but the people that vote on it is going to be just the voters.
Sure. Okay.
And I think that's we the people.
Yeah.
We have the right to vote, and we have the right to be heard.
Yeah.
I love that one, actually. It's pretty funny.
That's a good one.
And then our next one is a $15 Patreon thing, and that's a blessing too, because that one right there, that actually gets you to have your name on the end of the scroll, and that's a real thank you to us for sure, because that's when it starts helping us do more things, getting the channel up and running, getting the editors in, and hiring more people, and just making this run smoothly. Yeah. And helping you with the different content that we're trying to produce, and hopefully adding some entertainment to your life, and then just showing us grace. And the last tier is a tier that nobody really is going to do.
Okay. How much is it again?
It's $100 a month, and it's what that one does is just a gracious thank you. You are Alpha and the Omega. I put you in the front and at the end of the thing because it's amazing. Also, that one that's the one that we really want to focus on, like direct contact with, like one-on-one face-ons. Yeah, right. So I mean, even if they do it for a month, they'll still get that nice one-on-one with us, and we get that one-on-one with them. Yeah. So that's really kind of cool. But we couldn't do that for everybody. Yeah, because that would be a lot. Right. At least I hope it would be a lot. I pray that people like this.
Totally. I think
So I think they will. I mean, we are amazing. We are.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like what is that? Caroline and Mr. B. The great Mr. Babinski.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's so great.
I've seen many memes about it.
I am the great Mr. Babinski. You can call me Mr. B. What is it? For amazing, I already know. Right. That's right, I'm the amazing Mr. Babinski. I love that guy.
I mean, it looks great. It looks hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So do you have high expectations for the channel?
I do. The problem is we have a time schedule to meet, and
Do it. I mean,
I do for the channel.
Yeah.
I need to make it come out so that people know that it's coming out, and they can actually rely on it coming out. Because if they don't know it's coming out, they don't know to look for it, and they don't know to rely on it.
Yeah.
So I do have higher expectations for the channel. The live streams, they're going to be down and dirty because that's how you do a live stream.
Yeah.
You don't get to edit that.
Yeah. It's organic.
It's basically you're live. Any mistake you say, it's on the internet forever.
Forever. Do you have any milestones exactly for like maybe certain time dates for the channel?
I haven't really set any of the milestones. I mean, that's a good thing to actually think about. But what I've been doing right now is just being hyper focused on everything I have to do. That I don't actually get to think too far in the future. I just do.
I mean, yeah.
And I mean, I have the generic ones of I need to have I don't want to have 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of hours watched.
Yeah.
You know, I have those milestones. So I mean, that's those are that first one is that 1,000 subscriber milestone. I mean, that's very important for YouTube algorithm in the first place, and also for the way it works.
Right. Yeah. Which I think I think the channel's doing well. Honestly,
I see a lot more people are taking a look at and interested in it, and I get a lot more outside views. So
that's really nice.
YouTube itself is amazing at the information it gives you.
Mm-hmm.
So
no,
I can look at how things are going, and I can see that they're going well.
Yeah.
So that's really, really cool, and it's just interesting because at the end of the day, if the YouTube's for nobody, it's still for me.
Yeah, totally.
So that's kind of neat. It's kind of neat that if other people like what I'm doing.
Right. When do you expect to hit 1,000? Maybe.
Well, today, actually. Every day. But realistically, it looks like it may take about a year or so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
probably.
so I think about a year or so we should hit that. If we get one big video, then it could be tomorrow, or it could be the next day.
Exactly.
It doesn't. You don't know when it's going to hit.
Yeah, and there's going to be more content.
I see the growth,
and
the growth looks like it will take about a year, and maybe it won't. Maybe you'll get like a plateau.
Yeah,
maybe 500 is our plateau because we're pretty niche. I mean, we're broad, but niche.
Yeah. I mean, no, I think maybe sooner. In all honesty, because we're creating more content.
We are creating more content,
and more diverse, and I think more quality. So in the future, we're just going to get better.
Yeah, I think the other thing that's going to help out quite a bit too is if the table thing takes off, because we're going to be trying to design game tables for people and build their channels. You do very well.
You do well,
and we'll probably do like a whole build on the table itself and what tools we've used and everything like that. And again, like I said, we're throwing peanut butter jelly sandwiches at everything. So we're going to see what fits. And that right there, I perceive, is not going to be something that's going to stay on the channel and it would take off. That would have to break into itself because it really is dividing what we're doing.
I mean, it's related to the game store. I think anything just related to the game store, if it's being done at the game store.
Well, this channel right here will be the best channel.
Yeah.
It will have every piece of content, pretty much.
Definitely.
But then we'll kind of branch it out. And then you could either come to the main channel and check out all the videos, or you could like break into your own niche channel.
That might work, yeah.
Yeah, so we probably won't actually do a complete break off of this channel. Mm-hmm. The idea is, though, we would break it and we would put the content on both.
Right.
But it would be hyper-focused on the thing that you cared about.
Yeah.
So.
Totally.
Yeah. So we'll have to see where those are, because I'll be able to see how it is in the YouTube algorithms of what people are watching, what people really like.
Right.
And then those channels that are the top performers, those videos of those sets, because I usually throw everything into like its own little folder in a little watch list. So I already kind of have them separated already. So it's going to be very easy for me to take that content and move it over.
Right. Yeah. Going back to maybe a little bit about your past, where did you used to live?
I used to live
The many different places.
Chippewa, Gilman, and Medford, and Abbotsford, and Eau Claire.
So,
All in Wisconsin.
All Wisconsin.
Yep.
Have you ever lived in a different state?
Yeah.
I've never lived in another state. In fact, I really don't go to other states.
No?
Some people are all like, do you ever want to go to another state? And I always go, why?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm like, what's there? They're like, oh, they got these really beautiful sceneries. And I'm like, did you see the Eau Claire Dells? We have very beautiful scenery around here, too. There is only one place that actually takes that away.
What?
That's Japan. Tokyo.
Ooh, yeah.
That is the only place that actually has any type of spark for me to go.
Honestly, yeah, same. I think it would be amazing to go to Japan.
I do too, because there's so much things there that I love.
It's such a unique place.
I love the capsule hotels, and I'd definitely be staying in those because they're just a neat idea.
Yeah.
I love the idea that they use vending machines for practically everything. That's a very cool idea.
Yeah, it is.
And I love the little, they have little capsule bubble machines. That's a full store.
Right.
And I thought that'd be cool. I would be coming out with so much worthless plastic.
What I would try, though, if I ever were to do it, is the food.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the food. Like,
I tell you, when I watch anime, they put so much emphasis on the food.
yeah.
And I'm all like, I want to go to that ramen place.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
It looks amazing.
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
And like the lady, she'll like do the food for the guy, and she takes so much time and care and make it look so perfect.
Right.
And I'm like, what? Why can't I have a lunch like that? That looks like an amazing sack lunch.
With so much effort.
They do. And they have such weird cuts on their meats, too. They really try that cut for the flavor.
Yeah.
So they'll cut these really angles and everything. It's really neat. And, I think I just love it.
Yeah.
My buddy, he's a teacher over there. And I really need to talk to him better. And actually to see if I can actually stay with him for a couple of days. Because he teaches English over there, so I'm pretty sure he knows Japanese.
Oh.
And then I wouldn't be lost.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, I would know where to avoid. He's like, don't go there, they'll kill you. I'm like, good to know, I won't go there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Wow.
So having an inn like that would be pretty nice. But I'd have to get my passport. Like I said, I haven't been anywhere.
Yeah, same.
So,
I haven't gone to any other country.
yeah, so.
I kind of find scary, in all honesty, to go to.
It is kind of scary. Like, I wish I looked a little bit different.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, because then I'd be like all like okay to go to other countries. Because if I look like you, I feel much better. I'd be like, it's okay, guys, I fit in. Over there, I'm all like, do they know I'm different? I think they know I'm different.
I mean,
Also, I don't think they like me. They don't even know me yet.
I guess there would be like a little bit of a, because I have heard of that. Do you listen to podcasts?
I listen to some podcasts, but they're very political, and I don't like to show my political views. So,
Oh yeah. No,
so no.
All right.
Because all politics do is divide people. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. At the end of the day, we're probably not going to agree on that.
Yeah,
so
it's a pretty messy place.
It is a pretty messy place because the thing is, it's really where you grow up.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
It really matters a lot because if you grow up rural Wisconsin, guns are never a big deal. If you grow up downtown Milwaukee, guns are a big deal, and they don't hunt. They don't hunt deers with them over there. They hunt people. There's a reason why they're shouting for things.
Yeah, right.
So every time you hear that, it's really funny because it's two views. They're both right. That's the biggest problem.
Sure. Yeah.
How do you fight two views that are right? You can't.
You can't.
So that's why you just don't do it.
Right.
Because their situation is different.
Right. But I think a podcast you should check out is Trash Takes.
Oh yeah.
So it's a podcast that originally was supposed to talk about anime because that's like the YouTubers they are.
Yeah.
And I like that podcast because they talk a lot about Japan because they live in Japan.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like it's pretty great. Like hearing more and more about Japan, the more I think that sounds awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah,
it's really funny because like we all think about we should live small and small carbon footprint, which I don't care. Personally, I don't care. They do it. they live small. They got small carbon apparently.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I mean, like, it's just something they do, though. It's something they've always done, and I hear that the rails and the trains are super polite and super quiet. Like, I think over in Japan they have a saying that the tall nail gets the hammer, or something to that. It gets the hammer straight. So, meaning nobody wants to stand out.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
You know, it's just their society, the way their society works.
Yeah.
And they got a pretty decent society.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
they seem to be very respectful people.
Yeah, on a very surface level, it looks amazing, like how it is. Because there's not even litter in the streets, because apparently it's a social rule to not eat and drink while walking.
Yeah, you can get a lot of looks for that.
Yeah, apparently, that's what happens.
You know, it's...
Which honestly sounds like a good rule.
It is a good rule because we live in America.
Yeah,
there's always, even in like small towns, like we find litter everywhere.
Yeah, when I used to live in Minneapolis, like there's always litter, and especially in more get-out areas.
It's such a simple rule, isn't it? Don't eat outside.
Like maybe not outside, but like while walking. I think that is the rule.
I mean, it is pretty. It is a pretty simple rule because you know where you're gonna put your garbage. There's no areas for it.
Right.
And even over here, we got a garbage can right across from me on the street.
Yeah, so
that garbage can is like 3 feet away from people sometimes, and you think 3 feet's too much. Some other people do too. They just throw a can right in. And I'm all like, I walk 15 feet or keep it in my pocket.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But that's not most people here.
Right.
So
yeah.
Well, I should not say most. I'm pretty sure most people are, but for the ones that do it, it does seem like a large amount of us don't.
Right. Yeah. So okay. So you do have free time though, since you watch anime.
I used to have a whole bunch of free time when I was younger. So, like when I talk about anime, you're going to hear me talk about older anime. I'm going to talk about Akira, and I'm going to talk about Wicked City, which of course I was probably 5 when I was watching, because that's what you do when you're 5. You watch Wicked City.
Yeah,
I was probably like 9.
I am
not making it much better, but still.
Yeah.
And I'll be talking about. Neo Genesis. I love Neo Genesis.
It's got good stuff about it.
It's definitely an older anime. And you have to realize that it's older, and a lot of times older anime does a lot of dramatic pauses. And there's a whole scene that probably lasts like a good 3 minutes with like Rei Ayanami and
in an elevator.
In an elevator where they say absolutely nothing.
I think there's video entirely.
Oh my gosh! It just ends with a slap. It's so, but that's what builds that tension, and it means so much.
Yeah, it's weird, but no, I honestly think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing. That's because of the way that the Japanese studios animated things. Like they use still pictures.
Yeah.
So if they can have a scene where it's just for 3 minutes, that's most their film.
Yeah, no,
what's their runtime?
I mean, animating's hard. Like it's respectable for all that do it.
Oh my gosh, I love. I still love the hand-drawn animation. You don't get a lot of it anymore.
No.
A lot of it's computer, and you just kind of place things where you want.
Disney doesn't do it anymore.
No, there's just something about that hand-drawn. It's also the same, like stop-go animation.
Yeah.
That is so much work.
Yeah.
So much work.
Yeah, but it looks neat.
Oh my gosh. Some of my favorite things are always stop-go, because I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Vincent, the little short that he did. That was really cool. And then... We've got The Corpse Bride. That is amazingly animated. That's all stop go. Oh my gosh.
When you say stop motion, all I can think about is Chicken Run.
Oh, Chicken Run?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chicken Run.
No, yeah, totally. It was one I was watching. It was one I repeatedly watched when I was younger.
So when I was younger, I had a camera. And I did stop go animation too. And
did you?
Yeah, I didn't do very good. Yeah. But I had a competition with all my friends. And I won. You know why?
Why?
I was the only one that did it. It was disappointing.
I mean, when you're at that age, though,
But I'm like, it was super simple. So what I did is I took my cologne bottles.
Oh.
And I called it Cologne Wars. Very clever, I thought.
For that age, yeah.
And I made them walk. And sometimes it wasn't even like stop-go animation. I mixed in some live animation. If I was taking the picture where they couldn't see my hand. It's so fluid.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
But it's really funny because I also did that with I had these pewter figures and a big old dragon.
Yeah.
And I had all these little knights running out there. And then the dragon turned around and one just flew 80 feet. And I'm like, ah!
Oh wow.
Because it looks hilarious because you just see this guy move across the screen, and it was really funny because I didn't have a really good camera.
Yeah.
And so the way I did it is I used a camcorder and I record. I get my 3 frames of seconds that are stills, and then it would splice it all together because it was a one take thing. You don't get to have a computer. Yeah. You don't get to do anything. What you got is what you got. You gotta make it look good.
Yeah, dude.
And it was so easy to do it, so I was actually kind of depressed because I did this as a fun event and I wanted to see everybody else's work. I didn't want to win. I didn't care about winning. I just wanted to see it.
Yeah.
And I never got to see it, so it never worked out. But I did have another buddy, and we got a hold of After Effects.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a fun program.
Right. I think you told me about this one, yeah.
Yeah, so he actually participated. Hooray!
Hooray.
So we went out to Oak Lardell's, absolutely beautiful place, and we did what anybody would do with After Effects. We made our own lightsabers. In fact, I got those. Let me just be right back. You start talking.
Yeah, okay.
Keep it,
right, no, okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Anyway.
I was at a magical place. It's called Off Camera. It's amazing.
Oh.
Lots of stuff happened out there. There's dragons. You gotta slay them.
Oh my goodness.
So we made our own lightsabers. I actually have all my friends' lightsabers plus mine. So I'm pretty sure this is our one buddy's lightsaber. And so we have marks on here, and that makes it a lot easier to track in After Effects. So very, very fun. When we did the video, we didn't have the lightsabers. We used sticks, and then we just added in the lightsaber effect. But it was so great because we took the raw footage, right?
Yeah.
And I said, we are going to go and we're going to make a video. And it was very interesting because we all had the same footage.
Uh-huh.
And we all made different videos.
Yeah.
So it was very cool. So this is my buddy's one, the one that I actually did the video with. This is the lightsaber he made. And we did it exactly like they would have. Plumbing parts. So here's mine. I like mine the best because I'm partial to it. Also, I used a much thinner rod.
Yeah.
So that I could move it a little bit more like it has no weight.
Right.
They used a much thicker rod because they wanted to be able to track it easier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I didn't really care about the tracking too much because all I have to do is figure out where this is.
Yeah.
And it's pretty long, and I'll just make it up.
Hey, look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a little button to turn mine on.
Oh.
They did their buttons too, so they got little buttons.
Yeah, this is well made.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A ton of fun.
Do you think you could use it for LARPing purposes?
No, these things will kind of fall apart a little bit, but it was a lot of fun. But you could definitely do it for for a quick video.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So we did After Effects. After Effects was amazing. One of the things that I did in my video is I made my friend look really cool, completely badass. It was so much fun. That was actually one fun part of it. So when you see him come in, he basically he jumps down for this ledge, and he has his arm go like this, but he already has his lightsaber in his hand.
Yeah.
So I made that lightsaber disappear, and I made that bugger just floating in the midair. And then when he got there, he grasped it. This is so badass. I loved it.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't have that anymore.
No, you don't?
I do not. So it's just really sad. But see, that's why we should have YouTube. So I can look back at that. And then what we did is we got to the Battle of the Bridge.
Right.
So I had to mask out everything on that. So because if I don't mask it out, what happens is the bridge is in front of your lightsaber. It really breaks immersion.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So we had to mask that all out. That was a lot of time, a lot of fun. But the way I ended it is was it seppuku? I created seppuku.
Great.
I would not let him defeat me. I was shamed. So it was something we didn't even have a script. We just had scenes and ideas of where we were gonna go. It was pretty sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
She might come around, but don't get your hopes up, 'cause she will let them down. there's a better way to say, but there's no better way. Just when